Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video with me, FoxyNoTail, here on the Truly Bedrock survival server, and I am standing outside of my tent, not far from Slack's house, and the first thing we're going to do is fly over in that direction and check out some path work that Slack and I have been working on outside of the video as part of some live streams recently. If you haven't been checking out my live streams, I live stream over on Twitch, and yeah, they're really good fun. We have some awesome times over there, and they're definitely worth checking out. So yeah, hopefully I'll see some more of you over there soon. And this is a tunnel I made, so basically I extended this path, which was already here. There was the tractor over there, and I just sort of messed it up a bit and added a few more messy looking blocks in there. We added a tunnel through here. That was a stream suggestion. I was originally going to go over, but we went underneath it. And as we go through here, we get to a little bridge at the other end, which I made. And the other side of the bridge is basically all Slack's work. So what happens this side of the bridge is all what Slack has done. So this is all him with the trees and this bit of the path and everything like that. And that links through into Slack's base. Now, the reason that we have added paths between our bases is something that Zloy actually started. And Zloy made one over to our base. He's also made one over to Silent Whisper's base. And what we're going to try and do is basically get everybody that is close enough to each other to... What was that? What is that? What's going on here? What is this? I hope I'm not spoiling anything. This is so weird. What is this? You have upset the bamboo broker? I thought it was a big chicken thing. It's clearly not. I'll leave that alone. Nothing to do with big chicken. Anyway, yeah, so we've got this little path that Zloy started over from his base to mine, and his path goes all the way out that way, all the way over to Silent Whisper's base, and it's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, it'd be really nice for Slack to then carry that path on all the way over to Tom's base, because his is the next one along there. Anyway, we're not doing path work today. That's enough rambling about that. Let's talk about what we are going to be doing. However, before we talk about what we are going to be doing, in the last episode, me and Slack made this together, and he has kindly given me a load of charcoal to actually fuel this thing, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to get this thing fueled, and I've also got a chest worth of cobblestone, which I'm going to smelt into smooth stone with this. It's a smooth stones generator, if you didn't check out that video. And I've also got all of these ores here, which we can chuck in there and smelt, because you can actually smelt these down, and you only get one back for them, but that's absolutely fine. I don't know whether I'll smelt those or not, but certainly the iron I will be smelting. So let's chuck a load of charcoal in this one. And let's put some charcoal in this one. It's actually got quite a lot of fuel in there already, which is pretty good. And let's grab all of this cobblestone, throw it in that top chest up there. And if you're not sure exactly what this is, it's basically a rotating furnace array that takes an item at the top, it smelts it in this top layer of furnaces, and then it drops those items through, and they go into this bottom layer of furnaces, and they come through into the chest at the bottom there. So let's take out what's already in there so we don't get confused about what's there. Let's move those. Let's pop those in there for now. And what I wanted to do at the last time I was actually making this is remove these, because I want to rearrange these hoppers slightly. I want to take that hopper and that hopper. I want to point them both into the central hopper there, so that we can pop a shulker box at the bottom instead and have that as our output. And that just means it's going to be much easier to take the items away and take them somewhere else. And there you go. You can see we're already getting plenty of items coming through in there. There's actually quite a lot of furnaces in this thing altogether, so it's a pretty fast system. So each row has 13 furnaces, so you're getting 13 furnaces worth of speed coming through this thing, and 2 layers of it, so you're dual smelting. So effectively you've got 26 furnaces all smelting at once on this, and I really like it. It's not the most compact thing in the world, but it's nice and simple. There's hardly any redstone to it. It's just a couple of piston feed tapes, and overall I'm actually really impressed with it, considering the silliness that Slack and I did at the beginning of the video. So that's just going to sit there chugging those out there, which is fine. And that chest on the front, what I can do there is that directly feeds into the second set of furnaces. Well, it only feeds into the middle one, I guess, but I can put those in there, and over time they're actually going to end up in that middle furnace there, and they'll get smelted. So you can see these top ones smelting cobble, that's going into the bottom ones, we're getting stone, and that's all coming out in the bottom ones as smooth stone. So that's absolutely great. Right, let's move on with what we're actually going to do. Well, this area just looks a complete mess, doesn't it? This is the little area I've been using as a storage area between my new hallway that leads us to our skeleton spawner, which is up here, And it also leads to a bit where we've got our tent that comes down, which is over there, and it goes through all the way to where all of our nice new rooms and things are, and it just looks a complete mess. So first of all, I want it all on the same level as this, so it makes sense and we can walk through the whole thing without weird sort of janky bits of elevation. And second of all, I just need to make it look decent, you know. It doesn't look very good at all. We've got a conduit in here. I don't know why that's even there. I don't think it's doing anything, to be fair. So, yeah, I've got some work to do. So I'm going to start by digging more of it out and then extending this bit along this way. And then I'm going to, yeah, start putting floors and things like that in. Now, I was thinking of doing it as a time-lapse, but the problem is it's a long, thin area. And there's not really a good spot for a time-lapse camera to be without it it doesn't fit. So I'm going to just do progress updates for now. Progress update number 1, I've started digging. Progress update number 2, I've realised there's no haste to beacon down this end of the tunnel. Progress update number 3, I'm going to go and install my spare beacon and realise I've not got anything to power it with now that I'm down here. Oh man, oh jeez. I've got no rockets to get back up! Stupid progress updates. Progress update number 4, grabbing myself a gold ingot to go and power the beacon. And progress update number 5, piling back up again because I realised I still didn't bring any rockets with me to get back out again. Oh man. Progress update number 6, I'm a genius! I can use scaffolding, I don't need to try and fly out of here. Perfect! Now that that beacon's all in place, I can continue digging nice and quickly and get this area cleared out as quickly as possible. And yes, I didn't mention at the beginning, but this is progress update number 7. Why are you telling us the number of the progress updates? I don't know. It's a thing now. So I'm going to continue. Okay. Okay. You know. Progress number 7, I'm killing a drown that's in my way and making annoying noises in my ear. And progress update number 9 is to say that I didn't realise I'd already done a progress update number 7 and I really should be writing those down, so now I've skipped progress update number 8, which I guess means that, oh jeez, why is this so difficult? Where's that zombie coming from? I can hear noises, it's so annoying. Why does this water exist? Stop it. Stop being water. Getting on my nerves, being all watery and wet and stuff. Go away. It's more of a rant than a progress update. Shut up. Progress update number 10, I've become slightly sidetracked with some cave lighting because all I can hear is some annoying noises from all of these mobs that are chilling out in these caves that need sorting out. Oh man, I don't want to just permanently be hearing zombies and spiders and skeletons the whole time in my base. Progress update number 11, I got wet. Oh, at least that conduit's kind of being useful now. Jeez. Why is there a cave full of water up here? Stop! Being everywhere, water! Progress update number 12. It is hailstorming very badly against my window next to me. It is, yeah, very noisy and quite cold. Progress update number 13. I feel I'm slowly losing my sanity to spider noises, skeleton bone clanking, and water caves. Water caves everywhere, dripping water. Who would have thought building an underwater base would involve dealing with so many water caves? Stop! Now look, all my torches down there. Oh, jeez. Stupid cave. Oh, Lord, he goes, oh, gee, he goes for miles. Oh, no, all my torches. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, look, it goes all the way down here. Look, oh. Stop it. Progress update 27. I'm just informing you that I've had to cut out quite a lot of the progress updates because this is going on a little bit too long and the joke is wearing thin. Now that all that digging has been done, this room looks absolutely weird and bizarre. I've filled in all of the walls as well, so, well, apart from that bit up there apparently I've missed. But yeah, it just feels so much different now. It feels so odd, especially this storage area. It looks like I've moved everything about. I haven't. I've just filled the walls in, and I've also not quite finished that bit off there. Now, the roof itself is actually still a little bit low down, but as much as I said earlier on, I think we should do everything at this level so that the walkways don't look too janky. I'm seriously considering doing some stairs for these walkways because if I dig any higher up, I'm just going to end up soaking wet again and covered in water. So I think at this point here, we'll have some stairs coming down. We'll continue along a corridor in this direction, and then we'll have an off bit to the corridor here going to this. Probably an area like in the background there for all of my storage stuff, and the corridor will continue down here until it gets right to the end, and then it will turn and it will go to this as well. So we'll move the exit point from this to this side there, and I think that will all work really nicely. So I've got a lot of block placing to do now, starting with sea lanterns so we can actually light up the floor and work out where we're going to go. And I'm a little bit short on my sea lantern supply. I had loads, but I'm not sure if I've used them all or I've left them all somewhere, which is highly possible at this point. So yeah, sea lantern shortage, mate. But before we get carried away digging, I want to check out my furnace array. Everything has finished now. The stuff is actually backing up in those chests, which is great. And the other thing about this is these furnaces will actually store XP. So if I pause it like that and stick some stone in there, if I can get it out before it goes into the hopper below, or if I just block up those hoppers maybe with like iron like that, then I can take that out of there and I'll get some XP, which means I can potentially fix my pickaxe. So yeah, I know we haven't run much through this yet. Let's just see how much pickaxe mending we can get from this one on the end here. Let's fill that one up with iron as well. Let's chuck some stone in there. Let's just move that box there. We can take that one out of there. Okay, so I'm holding my pickaxe. We didn't get very much at all. Hardly any. Yeah, not much. Right. We're going to have to run this for a lot longer then. Oh, man. Good job I brought all of this stone. Well, it's not much to look at yet, but we now have a little staircase and a little pathway with some underfloor lighting inside there, which is great. Now we need to do some walls and we need to make the areas around these things as well. So we need to make it all line up so it's nice and neat. Don't want too many sort of weird off angles and bits that don't line up. I mean, symmetry is not the most important thing in the world, but it's also at the same time the most important thing in the world. So we've got to be very careful about symmetry. Otherwise, Slack will moan at me again. Good news, the path work is all in place. I've sorted out all the torches and the lighting in here, so there's all nice uniform lighting, and these things actually line up perfectly in rows of 3, which means they've got an odd middle. So that one lines up in the center with a sea lantern, and so does this one, and each sea lantern is 3 blocks apart, which means that we can have a nice uniform wall, and these things are not going to look off center, which is absolutely great. And I know that doesn't really matter, but it does to me. Okay, I won't have Slack come in and tell me my wall's not straight. Anyway, I've just run out of food and my pickaxe is not looking very well, so I'm going to go and grab some food, go over to the Guardian farm, repair some stuff, and then get back here and start building some walls. Speaking of food, I recently grabbed these 2 chests from our passive mob farm and they need cooking up, so now is a good time to chuck them into our furnace array and get ourselves some food on the go, because I am running, well, I'm not running low. I've actually got loads over at my storage area and there's loads in Johnny Butcher's and no one ever goes shopping in there. Speaking of which, we need to go and check out our new shops that we made with Slack and see if anyone's bought anything. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to break that chest on there, which is no doubt going to fall inside the system. It has, yep, which is, oh, good, it has stuck itself there. And I'm just going to put the raw pork chops straight on there and they should start flowing into that now. Now, why could that not go through there? Why is that not smelting? Why is that not smelting? It's got smooth stone going in there. Oh dear. Have I made a boo-boo? Have I got smooth stone in the top ones? Did I put stone in the top? Oh, I'm such a moron. Oh, well, not to worry. We fixed this. It's okay. It's all good. Oh, it's not. All of them. Oh, all the furnaces. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I must have put... Oh, dear. Well, it's a really good design, Foxy, as long as you remember to put the right things in the right chest, mate. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I suppose there is that. Well, I'm just about to hop into the nether and I'm thinking, do you know what else would be a good thing to add down here? A nether portal room, because at the moment it's not miles away, you know, it's just me being lazy, but it would be nice to have quick access to the nether. I have to come up all the way up that water spout there, hop across this horrible water here, go into this tunnel and, oh, look how far, that was ages. Yeah, definitely need a nether portal down there. I'm just over at the Guardian farm, and it looks like a couple of these things have not fired their water out again. We've got a little baby pigman in there as well. I can't get rid of them. Too far away. Yeah, sometimes, I don't know why it is, but sometimes the dispensers just don't fire, and we don't get all of the water in there. I mean, it doesn't really seem to slow this thing down. It's still ridiculously fast, but I do occasionally just have to pop down here and, yeah, fix this. See, most of them are okay. I've changed like 4. 4 out of 25 ain't too bad. I don't understand why though, because it's like the redstone's fine. Oh, 6, another one here, look. Oh. So 8 of them in total were not working, which is not ideal really. So now that I've fixed those, we should be able to get even faster rates out of this, which means I can break the server even more quickly and fix my tools in a jiffy. So let's do this. Many Guardians. Yes, perfect. Very, very good. There's so many of them. It's ridiculous. I am actually getting frame rate issues. I was only there literally 2 minutes, so that's perfect. It's working at full capacity again. And it also means that obviously there's not a lot of bad mobs around my base area because Big Chicken's currently over there loading up that furnace array. And it hasn't broken. Oh, I've got my armor on. Ah, no, quick, take it off, quick. There we go. My shovel. Oh, jeez. Just have to give him a good old-fashioned whack 'em. That'll sort him out. There we go. All fixed, mate. And Guardians to spare. Very good. Have we made any money? We have. Look at all that money we made. 19 diamonds. Oh, we've got quite a lot of prismarine crystals as well, so we can make ourselves some more sea lanterns while we're here. There we go. That'll do. I don't want to be greedy. I've left another 3 double chests with those things there in case anyone needs them. I think it's Slack's been AFK over here, so I'll leave them for him. Right, let's go check our other shops before we go back. As we head over there, I'm really not expecting to have any sales in our slime or our new bone shop, basically because we've not actually told anybody they even exist, and it's only been a few days since we made them, so it's highly unlikely we'll have had any sales, but it's worth checking out. It's worth having a look, and I'm not going to check the other shops because Slack and me did that the other day, so we'll just check our new ones. Let's have a look. None. Not 1 diamond. How about bones? None. Not 1 diamond. Okay, right, let's go home. Oh, hang on a minute. I nearly forgot. 1 minute. Oh, we have sold some rockets, though. You said you weren't going to check the other shops. Yeah, well, I'm passing through here anyway, because I'm going to go share half of these diamonds with Slack. So, yeah. I just thought I'd pop my head in and check the shop, you know. Half for Slack. Half for me. Let's get out of here. Right, now that we're back and we're all fresh and all sorted out, let's check this. This is what has smelted since I've been gone, which is pretty good. It's not bad at all. Let's grab all of that out of there and let's put it in here and let's put those pork chops in instead. Mini. Well, I guess before I can really do anything in here, I'm going to have to tidy up these chests and things because they're going to be in the way. And I did say earlier that we were going to have a storage area and now a nether portal room in here as well. So we'll probably have the storage area somewhere in the middle, relatively big, not automated or anything like that, just loads of chests and stuff for us to actually organize our things. And we'll probably have the portal, I don't know, maybe up this way, maybe here-ish, or maybe in between them both again. I don't know. I'll figure it out in a minute. Let's tidy these chests up first. Get them out the way, mate. Well, that certainly looks a lot tidier. I have managed to condense everything. They're all my empty shulker boxes. There are, well, that's just junk. That's my useful stuff. That's millions of shulker boxes, which becomes very laggy when you open this chest. That's some more millions of shulker boxes, and that's more junk. So yeah, nicely done, and I've just realised that there's this area here that I haven't dug out of the ceiling properly to the right height, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to crack on actually building. So I've got all my materials now and I'm ready to start building. It is a very, very basic palette, but I think it looks pretty good when it's all together, and we're just going to continue a similar theme to this going down there. So nothing particularly exciting, nothing particularly difficult to do, and that's not going to work there, is it? And yeah, we're just going to basically bring that along here, try and make it look a little bit interesting, and then build the room. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. Actually running this line down there already, I feel like things are going to get a little bit thin if we carry on with 3 wide. So when it gets to the bottom here, I think what I'm actually going to do is pull this out another block and widen it up to 5 wide, and that way it's just going to feel like we've got a little bit more space down here So even though our 5 wide path is still relatively thin, we can actually create quite a big feeling of space by insetting the walls back. So as you can see, we've got 2 blocks back from our 3 path here, and then the wall behind that. And then we're even pushing back further to have our sea lanterns. So we're really playing with depth to give a feeling that this is actually a lot wider and bigger than it is. So when we go from 3 to 5 down there, this is actually going to feel like pretty big room, to be fair. It's going to cost a lot of concrete as well, but yeah, aside from that, I think it'll feel quite spacious down here. Mini digging, always digging. Dig, 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 dig. Now we just basically repeat the process of placing down white concrete, stained glass, bit of stone for filler, white concrete, stained glass, more white concrete, stone for filler, white concrete, and so on and so forth. All the way down this on both sides. Oh man. Got it wrong already. I know, it's like the second bit I've done, mate. And if I've done this right, when I get up to the next bit over here, it should line up with the glass bit in the middle. Hopefully I haven't done this wrong and don't need to go and smash it all to bits again. But yeah, let's check. This one here should be 1 block off. Oh man, have I done that? I've messed something up. This one is perfectly in line. So the other one should be as well. What? But it measured up with me sea lanterns. Oh man, I don't want that to be off. I think I've got some uneven sea lantern placement around here somewhere. So this sea lantern is in line with that. And down at the other end, this sea lantern is in line with that. So they should, because they're 3 blocks apart, line up. So I've made a mistake here somewhere. That's 3, that's 3, that's 3. This one's 4. No! I can't believe it, mate. It's all off by 1 block. Oh, jeez. Well, I'll tell you what. Oh, no. Oh, that all lines up perfectly, that end as well. But that's the easier one to move. That's the easier one to move because it's just sand above. Oh, man. Ah. Ah. Yeah, I'm going to move this and I'm going to move that wall. Oh, jeez, I can't believe I've done that. What a nightmare. Now, I know I could just leave it and just get on with it not being perfect, but Slack could have a field day, go absolutely nuts at me, tell me off, and yeah, I can't handle it, to be honest with you, so... Oh, jeez. Smash all of this to bits again. Place them all in again 1 block further along. Smash all of this bit to bits. Dig out even more wall. And some more floor as well. Oh, now we've got to move these sea lanterns, which I mean... Oh, I've got to dig up all this floor to get to them. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, realised that I put those in wrong as well, so I have to dig even more of this out. Fill this bit back in again so I don't confuse myself. Add the floor back in. Get more blocks because I've run out. Continue putting the floor back in. Put new walls in. And we'll worry about moving that thing later, but it is completely off-centre now, but that's fine. And there we go, we got one side in now, just going to do the same on the other side and come up with some roof design as well. It has just occurred to me that the entire rest of this build has all had a ceiling that's water. And we don't have that in here, so we're going to have a roof as well. And you might notice there's some rotten flesh. I keep getting zombies spawning over here in this little background bit area because I've not lit it up. I probably ought to light it up, really. I blocked off the drop, mate. The drop... Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, I haven't thought that through at all. Oh no, yeah, we need to sort that out then. I have to do a bit of design work to make that look okay. But yeah, other than that, and this bit, it's all looking pretty good, and it feels nice and wide. It doesn't feel blocked off. I know I haven't done the bit for the storage area or the nether portal yet. I haven't linked it up fully to those stairs yet, and I still haven't moved that. So, okay, well, maybe I'm not nearly finished. Jeez, give me a chance, guys. Okay, so things are coming along slowly but surely. I have followed the sort of arched roof theme as we've gone inside here. It's not the most impressive or the most exciting thing in the world, but it works. We've got lots of space, lots of light. This still needs sorting out over here. And we go all the way down to the end here. And I've made a space for where we're going to have our storage and portal area. And if we go right down to the bottom here, we have now got our drop chute that comes in here. And it is all almost very symmetrical, but not quite. I can't really change that because I'd have to smash this room to bits, which I don't really fancy doing. So we just go down here and we're back in the room. So yeah, a little bit more to do. Not much at all, really. And now for the final progress update of the day. I have just about done everything except the storage room and the portal room, and I've run out of time, sadly. So I've finished off doing all of these rooms. I've finished off doing the ceilings. I've done the bit. We're going to have to do even more digging to get the storage room in there, in the portal room and everything like that. And if we go over here, I have done this room and I've completely moved this as well. And at the very top of this, you will see we now have a nice sort of entrance area to actually get down there. Now, it is a little bit cumbersome with where my tent is. I might have to move my tent slightly to fit it. But yeah, we've got a box now that we can go in and we can fall down that box. And inside here, we've got some glass with some sea lanterns under the floor, keeping it all nice and neat and nice and light. And overall, I'm really happy with it. I know it's some slabs and some white concrete. Well, there's 4 building materials, isn't there? The sea lanterns, 5 building materials. Sea lanterns, slabs, white concrete, white stained glass, and cyan terracotta. But with that, I feel like I've produced something that I'm really happy with. It's nice, it's clean, it's got a feeling of space. You don't feel like you're in a tiny little tunnel in a cave. It feels nice. And we got loads of room behind here, and we've got loads of room behind there to add storage and portal stuff in. So I think I'm probably just going to end up digging through that room, putting a big portal in there, and putting some storage stuff around it. Anyway, that is all I've got time for today, so I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!